Hello and welcome to my channel Study with Pradipto. So in this video I am going to discuss how to deploy Salesforce agent from one org to another org using Agentforce DX. So suppose you build one of your agent in one of the org. Now you want to deploy the same agent into another org. So you don't need to build it from scratch. You can retrieve the agent from one org and you can deploy the agent into another org. So before watching this video, if you did not watch this video like how to create Agentforce Service agent and how to deploy the service agent into Experience Cloud and how to escalate the work from service agent to human agent, so I will give the link in the description of the video. So after watching this video, you will able to understand better that what is going on in this video. So don't skip this video, watch it till the end. So some prerequisite you have to need to use Agentforce DX. So this is the Salesforce CLI you have to download in your PC or Mac, whatever you are using. And the second thing you need is Salesforce extension pack. So this extension you have to download in your VS Code. Here you can see in this extension Agentforce DX is available. So first understand what is this Agentforce DX. So Agentforce DX is nothing but a Salesforce tools which you use for building or testing, or you can deploy some metadata into your Salesforce org using some IDE like VS Code or any other IDE. So you have to know that agents are also metadata. So what you can do, you can retrieve the metadata, you can deploy the metadata, you can make some changes also. So these changes will reflect into your Salesforce org. So this is my org where you can see that I built the service agent. So this is my service agent, train ticket assistant. Okay, now if you go inside the builder of this agent, you can see that this is one sub agent, that is escalation. So what it is doing, it is just routing the work to the human agent. This is ticket reservation. So this is another sub agent. Okay, now if you go inside this ticket reservation sub agent, here in the action you can see that this is one flow. Okay, so this flow is added as an action. Now if you go to the reservation cancellation sub agent, so here also you will find there is another action, that is another flow, that cancel reservation flow. So this metadata also you have to retrieve. And another thing, like if you see here reservation, if you see the previous video, you will understand that this is the object what I use. Okay, so what my agent is doing, my agent is creating a record inside this reservation object. Okay, so if I want to take or retrieve the agent from this org and I want to deploy this into my second org, then what I need to retrieve? Okay, so the first is the custom object. Okay, the second is the flow or the apex which I use as a action inside the sub agent, and the third is the agent. Okay, so this thing we have to remember before going to retrieve and deploy the agent. So now I came into the VS Code. So in the VS Code, first thing you have to do, you have to authorize the org. So you can see here that my first org is authorized, that is Agentforce org 1. So from this org I will retrieve the agent what I built, that is the train ticket assistant. Now one thing you have to make sure that your second org, that means in which org you will deploy your agent, that org you also have to authorize. Okay, so now I will show you that how I will authorize my second org. So here in the command palette, so you can open the command palette by clicking Ctrl Shift P. Okay, now you have to write there sfdx : authorize an org. So if you click this, you have to select what type of org it is. It is a production org or sandbox or other. Okay, so you have to click production. Then you have to give the alias. So I am just giving Agentforce org 2. Okay, so the first one is Agentforce org 1. So this one I am giving Agentforce org 2. Okay, so now it will redirect you to the browser. You have to provide your login credential, that is the username and password, and after that you will able to authorize the org with VS Code. So I give the username and then I have to give the password. So here I am giving the password, then I have to click login. So here you can see a verification code came. So here you have to copy the verification code and there you have to keep the verification code. And then if you click verify, so now here you can see that allow access. So Salesforce CLI is asking for the access. Okay, then you have to click allow. So now here you can see the authentication is now successful. Okay, now if you come back to your VS Code, here you can see your Agentforce org 2 came. Okay, so this is my Agentforce org1, from which I will retrieve the agent and all the other things like the flow, the custom object. And this is the Agentforce org2, where I will deploy my agent with all the action and all the things that is required for the agent to work perfectly in the second org. So now here you can see that Agentforce org1 is there. Now if you go here, you can see that this is the Agentforce DX. Okay, so this is the icon of Agentforce DX. Okay, now here you can see Salesforce org browser. So what you can do using this Salesforce org browser, you can retrieve any metadata. Okay, so for the custom object, here you can see this is custom object. Okay, so if you click here, you can able to see all the objects. So this is the custom object reservation underscore C. Okay, now you have to retrieve this metadata, and if you deploy this metadata into the second org, then you don't need to create these objects from scratch in the second org. So I retrieve this metadata. Okay, now this is my second org. Now here in the object manager, if you search reservation and search it, then you can see there is no custom reservation object is there. So here you can see I retrieved the reservation object from my first org. Okay, so then I have to deploy this custom object into my second org. So here it is the second org I selected. Now you have to click this XML file. Okay, so then you have to right click, then you have to click deploy this source to org. Okay, so now here you can see that it is deployed. Okay, starting metadata deployment and deployed source. Okay, so now if you go to your second org and if you click a refresh, then if you search reservation, so here you can see this is the reservation object. Okay, so this object now came, and with all the fields, if you go inside this reservation object fields and relationship, here you can see all the fields automatically came here in the second org. Now if you come to your Agentforce org1 again, and in the Salesforce org browser, you will find the flow. So this flow you used as an action inside the sub-agent in your org1. So this flow also you have to download, means the metadata you have to retrieve, and in the second org you have to deploy those metadata. So this is the first flow, book ticket flow. So I download this metadata, and this is the cancel reservation flow. I download this metadata. Okay, and these are also useful because this route to train ticket service agent. So that means this is the omnichannel flow by using which the user can interact with the service agent, which is routing the work to the service agent. And same as like the human agents, this flow is routing the work to the human agent from the service agent. So these two flow is also necessary. So we will also retrieve those metadata of these two flows and we will deploy it in the second org. Okay, now if you come to this file, then here you can see under this flows folder there are these two flow. Okay, now if you right click inside the flow and if you click deploy this source to org, here you can see deployment started, and here you can see deployed source. So now here in the setup, if you search flow, here you can see if you click this, so last modified flow is these two. Okay, book ticket flow and cancel reservation flow, which you just deployed into this second org. So if you go inside any of the flow, you will see, yeah, you see that all the things that you did in your org now available here. Now the task is to deploy the agent. So for that, two things you have to retrieve. Okay, so first you have to change the org to Agentforce org1. This is your first task. Then you have to go to the Salesforce org browser. Now after going to the Salesforce org browser, here you will find one Gen AI planner builder. So you have to retrieve this metadata. Now another thing you have to retrieve that you will find inside bot folder. Okay, so you have to go to the B section like bot. Yeah, so here you will see that train ticket assistant is here. So you have to retrieve this metadata also. Okay, so to deploy the agent into your second org, two things you have to deploy. One is the Gen AI planner bundle folder and another is the bot folder. So if you come to the file, here you can see that under Gen AI planner bundle there is this train ticket assistant. Okay, so this is the XML file of the agent. Okay, and here you can see two subfolder is there. One is local action and these are the planner action. Now here you will find all the sub agent like reservation cancellation, like ticket reservation, and this is the answer with knowledge like the escalation things. So now your task is to deploy all these into your Agentforce second org. Okay, so this is the first folder you have to deploy, that is Gen AI planner bundles. Okay, so right click here and then you have to click deploy this source to org. So at the time of the deploying of this GenAI planner bundle, if you are getting some error like this, so here it is giving error in the flow action. Okay, so at that time what you have to do, you have to comment out this local action. So this is the flow, cancel reservation flow, and this is the local action. On the top also you will find this local topic link, so you have to also comment out this. And another thing that you have to comment out, that is the rule expression set. Okay, so this is the rule expression, so that also you have to comment out. So now here you can see starting metadata deployment, this source is deployed, that is GenAI planner bundle. Okay, now the second thing you have to deploy is the bot folder. But before that, one thing you have to do, you have to go to the org, then you have to search the Einstein setup, then you have to turn on this Einstein setup. If it is already turned on, then that is not a problem. Then you have to go to Agentforce agent. So here is Agentforce agents. Then you have to click this toggle button. Okay, Agentforce agent. Okay, now you have to come back to your VS Code, and then this is the bot folder. Then you have to right click. Then you have to click deploy this source to the org. So now here you can see that this source is deployed. Okay, created bot. Now if you refresh your second org, here you can see the train ticket assistant. So this is the service agent that you deployed from your org 1 to your org 2. Okay, now if you go inside this service agent, you can able to see that one agent user is needed. Okay, so that is your Einstein service agent user. So you have to manually create this Einstein service agent user. If you go with this like the deployment, so you have to go to the user, and here in the user you have to click the new user. Okay, so create a Einstein service agent user. In the user license you have to select Einstein agent, and in the profile there will be one profile. Now here you have to give some name, so I am giving Einstein service agent user. So one alias will come directly. Okay, now here you have to give one random email, so I am giving just a random email like Salesforce something 123@gmail.com. then a username will come automatically. Then you have to click save. Okay, so this is my Einstein service agent user. Now you have to go to the Agentforce agents. Okay, now you have to go inside the train ticket assistant that you deployed, and in the pencil icon selecting, you have to select the Einstein service agent user. Okay, now you have to give the necessary permission sets, and you have to assign that permission set. Now here in the subagent you can see this is the book ticket flow that you deployed. Okay, now after giving all the permission set and assigning the permission set to the agent user, you can chat with the agent, and it will give the same response like it is giving in the Agentforce org 1. Okay, so that's it. Now if you like this video and if you get some help, then please subscribe my channel. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.